Today we're going to discuss 4 signs you will never be rich. Well, of course you'll never be rich if you won't change those reasons. Of course you can change it. And I really hope for you that you don't have all 4 reasons. But you have to be honest with yourself. I have to be honest with myself. I have to look at those 4 things. And if I recognize even one of those things, I have to battle it. I have to destroy it. I have to put it away from my life in order to succeed in business. And you can succeed in business and you can be rich, but you have to get rid of all those 4 things. If you have all 4 of them, get rid of all of them. If you have one of them, you have to get rid of them. And number 1 is laziness, okay? If you are lazy and you know you're lazy, and when I'm saying lazy, what do I mean? I mean that you have low energy, okay? When you're sitting, you don't want to get up. Okay, when you're eating, you don't want to move anything around you, okay? If you have a project in your mind, then you are rescheduling it for later, okay? If you have some assignment, then you find a way to do the least amount of work possible just in order to get by, okay? This attitude does not work in business. So many times I see entrepreneurs and business owners, especially starting ones, because most people that have this mentality doesn't stay so long in the world of business. But when they're just starting, they try to find the most efficient way, the most effective way, so they'll have the least amount of work to get to the outcome. And so many times they're simply wasting 10 times more time, 10 times more energy, 10 times more resources, just trying to figure out the easiest way to do something. Sometimes the harder way to do something is the right way to do something. Sometimes simply working hard, simply doing it right now is the best way to go at it, is the best way to achieve your goal. If you have any roots of laziness, you must detach them. You must destroy it, because with them, you will never be able to succeed in business. Sign number 2 is if you are negatively competitive, okay? If you're positively competitive, if you look at someone and you're like, oh my God, they're so amazing, I must compete with them, I must win them, that's actually a reason or a very big sign you will be successful and you will be rich. But if you are negatively jealous, if you have envy, if you look at someone and you're telling to yourself, wow, he's doing it so great, he doesn't deserve it. It's not right that he has so much money, okay? It's wrong to have so much money. It's wrong that he spends so much money. It's wrong that he's so successful. It's wrong what he's doing to the marketplace. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. When you're looking at people who are successful and all you can see is what they are doing wrong, is why they are not good enough. It's why you should have what they have. Like you are entitled to what they built. Then you must quit the idea to ever become a businessman, because you will fail dramatically, okay? You will fail dramatically. You should look at people who are successful as inspiration. As long as you hate successful people, your mind, your subconscious will never take you there, because you don't want to hate yourself. Number 3 is if you're constantly breaking your promises, okay? One of the most important things, if you want to actually create a big business, if you want to be successful in business, is you have to think long term. And if you think long term, in terms of relationships with your suppliers, with your employees, with your clients, with everyone, one of the most important things you can establish with people is trust. And when you promise something and you break your promise, you break trust. Trust is something that some people give easily, some people give it like a bit more cautionally, like it takes time for them to give it. But once you break it with someone, rarely will someone give it to you again. You can never allow yourself to break your promises. Well, sometimes, I know, sometimes you're promising something because you actually truly meant to do it. And the circumstances made it so it's impossible to deliver on it. If it's 1 out of 100 times, people will forgive you. But if it's 20 times out of 100 times, if it's like every other time, then no. Breaking your promises too much is the quickest way to destroy your reputation. No one will want to do business with you and destroy your chances to become rich. By the way, even if you're an employee, even if you plan on working on a job for someone and becoming rich this way, which is very, very possible, then constantly breaking your promises will completely sabotage your way to achieve that just as easily. Sign number 4 is constantly changing your mind. If you want to do something and when it starts to get hard, you try something else. And when it starts to get hard, you try something else. And when it starts to get hard, you try something else. And the moment you start to see like some failures, some rejections, you try something else, you will never ever succeed. Rich people, successful people, people who have influence, people who created big companies rarely change their minds. It doesn't mean they never change their minds. Sometimes they will change their minds, but it's not very frequently. If they decide to go in a specific route, if they decide upon specific principles, they will stick to those principles. If they decide to go a specific way, they will stick to this way. And it's true, you have to be flexible. You have to show flexibility. You have, especially when your business is very, very young, you have to show flexibility at the products you're producing. But once you have something that works, once you have some product that works, once you have a relationship with a client that works, you don't want to change your mind too much. You want to stick to your mind and keep up with your word. This way, you will be successful in business and you will be able to make a lot of money. Hey, it's Tzhayek. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please press the thumbs up button, and you can also subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get notified each and every time a new video is uploaded. I'd like to hear your questions or your reviews in the comment section below, and I'll see you in one of those new videos.